Alright guys, so need something to do to go outside. So I'm gonna go check the mail. It's not that exciting, but it's looks cold outside. It's like -1. Yep, I'm wearing shorts. Still wearing shorts because I refuse now to wear pants. Refuse to wear pants. That's not necessarily true because I'll have to wear pants probably tomorrow because I'm working. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, it's snowing. See? Snowing. Snowing out. Alright, let's go get some mail, shall we? In the snow. In the snow. Yep. Spring. It's here. Well, maybe this. I was going to see. Maybe there's a positive to this somehow, but there isn't. It's snowing out. The only plus is that it's not. I don't think it'll stay because it's supposed to be +6 or 7 or something like that tomorrow, Celsius, of course. So, hear the birds? Anybody? Birds are like, we flew back for this. And this is what you give us? Yep. This is what you get. This is what you get. Oh. Okay, it's not crazy cold. Cold enough, but not crazy cold. You guys probably get to go on this walk to the mailbox a lot. I wonder when that's going to stop. So, supposedly, and just so you guys know, I'm releasing this a couple days after I film it. So, I don't know what day it is today, 23rd? Something like that. So, Ontario is pretty much shutting down starting tomorrow night. Unless it's an essential service. So that's kind of good and scary at the same time. Flyers. Why are companies sending out flyers? It's like, hey, come buy this stuff when you're not able to leave your house. You know, like flyer. Dreaming of spring? Sure. Come get some landscaping. Nope. No. Maybe you want to send that out later. And I get it as a company, maybe you just paid for this like months ago. But as whoever's printing this, maybe you should not release it right away. Maybe wait, for one, for it not to be snowing. 2, is wait for this pandemic to end. Maybe that would be smart. I don't know. I'm yapping. Alright. We had a live video stream the other day. Actually, it was just today for me, but the other day for you guys. It was excellent. We're gonna do another one Saturday. Yep. So Saturday, people honking. There's like 3 people on the street. They're honking. Oh well. Anyway, it turned out really good. We're gonna do more of those, I think, and super fun. But I gotta go find some stuff to review. I think I'm gonna do some training videos too. Just anything that I kind of know how to do. Which might not be a lot, I don't know. I'll find out. I reached out to a couple companies that have software that hopefully maybe I can get a hold of their software to showcase to you guys. Because I think that would be cool too. Alright, but I do have some tech reviews to do of some products. So, we'll go inside and do those right now. So today we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do a review, but if you're like me, you've seen an ad actually for this product. I'll see if I can bring it up here. Come up on like Facebook and things like that, and it claims a lot, but it's a little pricey, and it's this Topaz Labs. Now, the one that I was seeing, which is the one that I'm curious about, was this Video Enhance AI. They give you some samples that look pretty nice, pretty nicely done. And for those of us that are possibly shooting with a lower res camera, or would just like to match our footage or be able to future-proof the camera that we possibly just bought, this could look really good. You'll see upscale to 8K with a 4x zoom on it. What I did not do is invest $200 US into this, but I did reach out to them in hopes that we could possibly partner but have heard nothing back. So just be aware, this is not a partnered video. It is not sponsored, nothing like that. I'm just using their demo software to show you guys really what this thing looks like, how it performs. Does it look like it may do the job? We're gonna close this now. So I have downloaded the trial, and you guys can do this too. They have it for both Windows and Mac. Again, this is right now $200, so it's really going to be up to you to see if you think this is worth the actual price point and the time investment, because that could be a big one as well. So I'm going to close this, and we are going to come in here right now, and I've got two pieces of footage. So footage number one was actually shot with this camera here. So this is my Canon EOS RP, but it's gone through some compression. It's actually been down res to like 360p so that it could be uploaded as a review to Amazon, and they only will take low res stuff. So I uploaded it small. So we're going to take a little clip of that just to see that and see if we can bring it up a little bit, as well as we have some 1080 footage shot from an Insta360 Go, and I want to see what it can do with that, because I do find the Insta360 Go not overly sharp. We are going to come in here and we're going to open up. Here it is, Topaz Labs, and this is again their trial version, and let's see what it does. Okay, so this is the screen you get welcomed with right here. Welcome to Video Enhance AI. How to process your video, open the video, make your video adjustments in preview, sure, export your video. I can do everything here except export. So you only get to render a small bit of footage just to kind of see the difference. If you slide through here, you'll actually see clip selection. You can, looks like, kind of batch your files in there if you so choose. What kind of preset, like this is the percentage of upscaling. So are you doing a 200%? Again, in the demo, I believe you only get 200%, but you can do, I think, bigger in the full version. Yeah, opening your video, making your adjustments. Here's what you're doing, upsampling, MPEG 4, and output. Now I can't do any of that because of course this is the demo. So we're gonna close this. And first off, we are going to kind of come here and we'll grab the small clip that I did, which was actually this one here. So this little trim I did here. So we'll come up and we'll bring up this. All right, so we've got the footage in here, and this was, you can see at the bottom here, the original size at the bottom, 640 by 320, and it is soft. I got a good look there, hey, good look. It's gonna be 2 times scaled, so 200%, and you can do 400. Let's see, can I do 400? Oh, you can. So even in the demo, allows you to go higher. So we're going to, and you could actually say, scale this up to 8K. Now that's pretty hefty. Let's actually just do a standard 200%. And basically what you're gonna do here is, all we need to do is you're gonna hit this preview. And this is where we're gonna take a look to see. And you can see how soft this looks. So we're gonna hit preview and kind of watch. Now this takes a little bit of time. We're gonna kind of forward this. I'll tell you how long this took. Start stopwatch. So while this is still working, just looking at the side-by-side comparison here with that 200% upscale, so you almost go to 720p starting here, 1280 by 640. You can definitely see an enhancement, right? You can definitely see on the left-hand side, which is the original versus the right-hand side. The right-hand side definitely has more contrast to it. The edging looks better. Even the words on my t-shirt definitely look more legible without question. So I would say here with low res footage, we're doing all right. It is fairly hard on the computer. So if you have a lot of footage, like you're trying to upscale an hour worth of footage, this can be a lot. We're literally going to be rendering out just to try this so you can see it. I think it renders out like a second, and that's about it. And just so you guys know, this is on a 2015 MacBook Pro. Okay, so we just finished. So we are looking at about just under 2 minutes. When you look at these two here side by side, right, and we'll kind of go in here. So this is zoomed to fit, but we'll go 1:1. This is really where you see that. Look at that difference, right? That it is, I would say for sure, it's a huge improvement from the standard, which is on the left, to what it did as a 2 times upscale. Yeah, that's a big change. Big change. All right, let's kill that. Let's do the same thing, but should we go to 8K? Let's see what is 8K. So I had to do a little bit of a crop because it's saying my ratio is a little different. That's fine. Crop to fill frame. Do we have to? Nope, we can do it that way as well. So let's do it this way, and we're gonna try this again. So we're gonna do a preview, and once again, we are going to start the stopwatch. So this is from 360p footage all the way up to 8K. So let's see what this does. My guess is this is going to take a long time, and we're gonna fast forward through this for you guys. Oh, but look at there in the beard. You can also see the difference already. And again, it only has so much to work with, especially with footage that's that low in res. But yeah, that's a big upgrade. Well, we'll see what it looks like after that render. 1200 times zoom. Wow, that's a big scale. Even just slowing down here, if you kind of just look at the edging on my shirt, so there's an edging here on my shirt right here on both, you can see that this has a really, you know, soft line where you can see that the pixels, whereas the edging on that 8K version has actually got an edge. So yeah, that's all right. It's definitely doing something. And again, I want you guys to just realize while it's working here that this isn't like some scientific pixel peeping using all kinds of scopes and whatever. This is for those of us that are like, is this worth $200? Is it something that I'm gonna find kind of useful? I would like to see what it looks like when it's actually exported. And again, my hope is that maybe Topaz Labs will want to partner with me, and if they do, well, then I'll show it to you. If not, then this is all I'm giving to you. But look at the difference in the beard. That's actually pretty good considering the information is pretty much gone on the original. But it's taken a while. I'll give it that. It's taken a while. All right, so there it is. Yeah, that's a big difference. Look at that. And that took just over 3 minutes. Just over 3 minutes. Let's actually bring that percentage down to 50%. Yeah, look, see that difference there? My computer's even having a hard time running both of these, but that's a big difference. I wish I could move these on the screen, but look at the definition in the beard. That's huge difference in there. Let's go back to fit. Yeah, you would never think this was originally shot at such a low res, or the file was low res. That's not bad. Okay, we're gonna stop this. We're going to delete this file. And what we're going to do is we're going to find some shots that were actually taken from a 360 camera, and I think those are here. So here's 2 shots. Here's one of my wife. So we're just going to bring this here. And this again, if you look at the footage, it is 1920 by, it says 1088. We're going to do a 200% scale. Shot on Insta360 Go. Once again, we are going to set our timer at 0. Everything else looks good. Everything, the defaults look good. We're going to hit that render button and go. Initializing. Initializing takes a little bit of time. And again, we're going to see what that difference. Definitely want a fast computer for this. If you have a slow computer, this may be a bit of a nightmare. Still waiting for the AI engine to initialize. So I don't know if you can see that. My CPUs are pretty much racked right out. And it's been a minute and a half and the initialization engine hasn't kicked in yet. So it does say several minutes. So just be aware again. And this is on a 2015 15-inch MacBook Pro, 16 gigs of RAM, 2.5 gigahertz i7, I believe. Okay, so that took 2.5 minutes for the engine to start, because of it working with 1080 footage. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come in again to that 2:1. Is there a noticeable difference? Yeah, I'd say there's a little bit, but it's definitely a lot harder to tell right now. Let's go into 100%. Yeah, it's way harder to tell with 1080 footage. It is chugging through it here now. It almost seems to, I don't even know if I want to say it makes it worse. If you look at her hair, for instance, you know, the hair in here versus the hair in here, this hair almost feels more painted because it's trying to find edging and things like that. Feels a little more, do you see what I'm saying? Like more painted, right? Like an effect is put on it. I'm curious to see what it'll be like when it renders out. I have a feeling this is going to take a while, and because of that, I don't think we're going to do like the 8K version, because I think that would take forever. I wish I could see how long an export would take. Topaz, if you want to get a hold of me, let's try it.
Thank goodness for editing, so you guys don't have to sit here as long as I am, because right now we are at 4.5 minutes, and I still think we've got a fair ways to go. There's definitely certain aspects when you look at it that the sharpness is beneficial for sure. Especially if you look at down here, the text on the bag. Not that it's legible necessarily, but it's definitely a lot better than the text that's on the original. It's a little more legible for sure. Can we go even closer? 200%. Yeah, you can definitely see where it's trying to bring up some things. Yeah, I definitely wish I could show you guys a full export, because I think when you're seeing it zoomed in this much, you're starting to see, like I see that painterly look, which I don't necessarily think it would be like. And you can see here how sharp that is versus how sharp this is over on the original. So if we come back to kind of fit, this is really where you'd want to see it. I just wish we could see it in full screen. That's what I wish. Yeah, it's definitely sharper, for sure. So while we're here waiting for this, I am just going to show you this. My About This Mac, so you guys can see it. 10.15.3, 15-inch, 2015, 2.5 gigahertz quad core i7 with 16 gigs of RAM. And there's my system specs right there, so you guys get an idea. And we are currently at 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes, and I don't even know how far we've gone through. I have a feeling, if this is right, that we have processed, I think, 6 frames, 7 frames. And it is sharper, without question. It is sharper. You can see that, and as the resolution, as your original resolution gets higher, it's going to be harder for us to notice it, but it is definitely noticeable. The more I stare at it, the more I can notice it. And I do think the better your original footage is, so the less compression it has on it. So something like an Insta360, you can tell that it has a lot of compression on it. It may be something down the road that I test for you guys, but I don't want this video to be crazy long. If I were to shoot out of my, let's say, mirrorless camera, so like the RP, because that is less compression than, let's say, an Insta360 Go, I would think that it would have better results with that footage, because the compression is really destroyed or hurt that footage. So if you can get a cleaner source, that upscaling would probably work even better. All right, so just so you guys know, it's still going. We are at frame 25, which I hope means we're close to it finishing, and it's been 24 minutes. We're approximately a minute per frame, but I have it zoomed in here so you guys can see it, and it definitely is sharper. And this is a 200% zoom in. So this is the original, of course. This is the upscale. Definitely sharper, without question. And the more you zoom in, the more you can see it. Is it doing something? Yeah. Is it worth it? Yeah. You know what? If you have the time, I would say, yeah, it's marginally better. For sure, it's definitely helping. You can see that big change. Now, as you go down to like 100%, still seeable for sure. You can definitely see the difference, right? Especially when you look at inner glasses here, for sure. You can see that edge being quite a bit sharper, especially in where there's that contrast right here. It's a lot smoother over on the upscaled version than it is on the original, as well as the arm of our glasses. And of course, in the hair, a lot different too, so definitely is adding a nice little upscale. But again, in some of it, it does have a little bit of that painterly look, where it's got this kind of hard edge in her hair where it should have been possibly a little softer. But I guess it's hard for anything like this to get that, especially in here. You see it in her hair here, where it's all kind of softened together, whereas over here you get some edging happening in her hair. I don't know when this is going to stop, but we're coming up on 25 minutes right now for just over a second of footage. Oh, it might not even be a second of footage. I think it might actually be just under, because this is 30 frames per second footage. So we're going to let it go to 30, and if it hasn't finished by then, we're just going to stop it and see what it does. All right, so it just finished. So it does 1 second. So it was right at that 30 frames. So it took 26 minutes. Is it better? You know, I would say it is. I would say it is better, and you can kind of see that. This is at 100%. If we take this into 200%, you can definitely see the edging on the hair and stuff like that. It definitely looks better. And as you pause it, you can see it. Now, if we come back down to play it as a like 50% down here, is it obvious? No, it's not as obvious to tell that it is actually doing some stuff. It is, and of course when you zoom out, a lot of those effects that I said, it kind of has that painterly look, you don't see it as much. I wouldn't be overly concerned with that look. It's because we're zoomed in so much that we see this. Now again, I'm only running the trial version here, so I can't export this and put it up on a 4K display, or you guys can't see it in 4K on YouTube because you're only getting to see what I have here in the demo on my screen as a screen capture. Is it better? Yeah, I think it is. Is it, my computer's going to sleep, hold on. Is it substantially better in like 1080 and above? Yeah, it's marginally better. I don't know how many of us, if you're like a pro user and you're like, no, I need that 1080 to be upscaled as good as it can, then it's probably worth the 200 bucks. If you're someone like myself, for instance, doing just like YouTube videos or family videos and stuff like that, 1080 to 4K, probably not that huge of a deal. It's probably beneficial a little bit, but it's marginal. I did notice a fairly big difference when we went from like standard definition to HD. That was noticeable. So if you do have some old footage that you'd like to get into an HD, I think that actually was quite good. I think that worked very well. And the other thing to realize is just time. You're looking at, with HD, it was like a frame per minute. So if you have a 10-minute long clip or a 1 minute long clip, oh my gosh, it's going to take like forever. Standard def and lower, not as bad, not as bad. And this is on a machine that's fairly peppy. All right, guys, I wanted to leave this for you. You guys get to see it here. You can see all the information that it's spitting out, right? This one here, 1920, spitting out at 3840. It could go to 8K. I can't even imagine how long it would take to push this out to 8K. Oh my gosh. But it works. It works-ish. It's up to you if it works enough to warrant the time and the price investment. All right, my friends, that was Topaz Video Enhance AI trial. Download it. You guys can try it out, see what you think, see how long your computer is going to take to do it. And I'm going to leave you there. I'll put a link to their website down below if you're so interested. Yeah, that's it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will do some more videos coming up. We have some more software that we're going to review for you guys. Yeah, stay tuned. Later, my friends.
I'll show you over a couple of videos, but this is one of our cats right here. Look, this is our cat. This is Ellie. This is Ellie. Say hi, Ellie. Say hi, Ellie. Say hi. No? Oh, Ellie. She likes your belly rubbed, right? She's like, get in there. Get in the belly. Oh, yeah. Get in there. She's the one who loves her belly rubbed, right? Yes. Hey. Right? You like that? Yeah. You're on camera. You're on the YouTube. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Go back to sleep, little one. Yeah, that's Ellie. Alright, guys. See you tomorrow.